All right, guys, so here is the Nearpod lesson that you were asking about. I have two screens up so you can see the teacher view on this side and the student view on this side. What you do, you give the kids the code. They just plop it in up here, paste it in, and then it goes to it. What's nice from the teacher view, it tells me one student is in right now. If you just scroll to the left, you can see who is in right now. One thing that I noticed, they can give themselves nicknames. Sometimes names pop up. So if you don't want your students to show each other their names, because some stuff does, like it will tell you if somebody gets it wrong. So they might want to come up with nicknames, so that not all the kids see who gets it wrong, who gets it right, up to you. Anyway, there is a student paste one, so they can scroll at their own if they want. I just like teacher paste. So here's the start. Then as you scroll, they'll see it. They're doing math drills somewhere else, so I'll link it in. This is coming up because their notes for today are in a Google Doc, so they just have to sign in and it'll plop them in the Google Classroom with the Google Doc. All right, so then they have a vocab word section. This is what it looks like from the teacher side. This is their side. They're just going to match the vocab word with the correct definition. So all they're going to do over here, plop this up, and I'm just going to match them real quick. I should have got one wrong to show you what happens. Anyway, so when they do that, you'll be able to see over here all the kids. You'll be able to see their matches, and whether they got it right or wrong. This is their view, so they'll be able to see if they got it wrong. This is your view, so then you can check for understanding there. All right, next activity I have. Video is kind of cool. There's videos on here, so I picked one of the ones they had on here because it works well with what I'm doing. I click all devices, because if you do this device only, then you have to share your screen. So I do all devices. I don't know why it's not coming up on my screen, but on their screen they can play the video, and my class is it actually stops over at 150 and it does a check for understanding before it plays the next section. So you can put, they have a bunch of videos on here. I didn't make this. Some of the parts just go really well with my lesson, so I put that in there. Then next, this is actually a web page. So it's cool because you can put in a web page, they click, and it's going to open up the web page for them. So we're working on vertical angles, linear pairs, all that stuff. So this web page was just cool because it actually showed them the different angles, and we need to go over the order of the letters. So this is going to be super beneficial for that, so that they can see it as it's highlighted. Then as you go on, they'll go to the next page. This one's really cool. This is where names will come up. This is why it's cool. It's better to have nicknames, because what you're gonna see is they're gonna race. I'm the only one here, so you're not gonna see anybody else. But when they do race, this is probably gonna get loud. You can see everyone. They can see everyone going up the hill, so they can see people that fall behind or people that speed up. So what this race looks like is, this is the teacher side. You click start. Also, before I start, you can put a timer on each question. So like, it's not like whoever answers this first. So I think my questions are set for 30 seconds. So it will give everybody 30 seconds before it like ends the question. So kids can have time. You can set it for more than 30 seconds. But it's not like, oh, I got this first, I'm moving. No, it gives kids time to get it. So now you'll see I started from this side. There's the kid side over here. You can put a picture up. You can click on it to make it new. Nice. And then you can put the question, vertical angles. If you get it right, what's going to happen is it will show the teacher over here, which is great. It will show kids climbing up the mountain if you have the whole screen open. If I get it wrong, just wrong, it will tell the kids got it wrong. They can see the mountain on the screen if I open this all the way up. So I'll give you, this is the kids right now, all the way open. So here they are. They'll be able to see kids that have them, name of competition. So see, right now they're gonna watch this time. And then at the end, I think I just have like one. The teacher's view, the teacher can see over here, everybody can see in the hill. So they'll be able to see actually who's ahead, who's behind, for understanding. And I think that's my last question. So then what's going to happen is it would do like a first, second, third, and it would show names. So that's why it's kind of good to do nicknames, but that's a cool way to check for understanding real quick. Okay, so this is a collaboration board, which is really nice. I always say that I'm going to approve comments because they won't pop up before you approve them. So what that looks like on the kids' end is it says solve for a missing angle, write an equation that allows you to do so. So down here, I want them to write an equation. They're solving for y, so it would be y plus 28 equals 9. I need to move my little screen. They would post. What happens is this is the board that all the kids see. So on the left, the kids will see the teacher board once they post this. Notice the kids can't see this answer yet because I didn't approve it. So what I'm planning to do is to wait for all of them to submit before I approve any, because then as I approve, kids will be able to see. They can like it if they agree with it. And then say a kid puts up the wrong thing, it gives you the opportunity to find the misconception and talk about with the class, like why the answer doesn't work and how we need to change it. You can also give them a timer for how long they have to put this. So once I approve them all, they'll all start popping up. So I have a couple of collab boards. So we'll just slide through those. This one's a drawing one. So I prompt them with a question. I guess it's just loading for a second. Still loading. All right. So when the teacher starts it, this is the kid side again. So I have mine drawing it out so they get the question here. Another cool thing is you can voice record. So if you want to give your kids the option to listen to the question instead of read it, they can just hit play and it will play it for them. Then they can draw over here. So if they want to draw their complementary angles, yada, yada, yada. I can actually see their progress and what they're doing, which is nice. All right, boom, next one. This is just a real quick poll. So you can poll students. It will show all their answers to check for quick understanding. This is a slideshow. So what's really cool is if you want to explain, because it's hard to write math on the computer. So what's easier for me right now is to just put whatever question we're going over in a slideshow. Kids can click through, and this was the question they just did in the previous one. So they already did it. But then we can just go through and check the steps, and they can click at their own pace to see where they might have gone wrong. I can also click through for them. Again, another poll. This one is matching pairs. We did matching pairs in the beginning. So this is another quick check activity. Then this is an open-ended question for the ending. I also let them speak. So if they don't want to type it out, they can speak it out. I can listen to it. They hit submit. And then, again, this sends them back to their Google Classroom because it's going to take them to Edge Elastic for their exit ticket. So that's what it looks like for kids. So I'm going to close out the kids one real quick. I'll show you what it looks like from the teacher account. I gotta get out of here. So when I'm making this, what it looks like is, I'll just edit this one. All right, so as you make it, you have the option to do a bunch of different slides that are really cool. So you can do content, you can find videos, and when you do a video, you can upload a video, or you can also search for a video. That's how I put the math one in. I don't want to do this though, so we're gonna go back. You can also, this is how I did the web content. A normal slide is here. This is the slideshow where they could just scroll through. The activities are my favorite though. The time to climb was that race one with the mountain. Open-ended question was the last one. Matching pairs you guys saw, the poll, the collab board. Fill in the blanks is also really cool. I didn't add it in this one, but basically when you add something, you just click on it. pops up, you type in your question, you can add pictures, you go down, you add however many questions you want, and it just turns it into that race. But yeah, that is Nearpod. I'm going to try it out tomorrow, but I'm super excited. And this is just what mine looks like, and I will let you know how it goes.